Well, hello everyone, welcome to HujiProductions. So today we're going to talk about this gadget. This is the TOPDON BT100 Battery Tester. No idea if you can see that, hopefully. First of all, TOPDON BT100 Battery Tester. We're in a nice blister pack, so not one of those horrible ones where you cut yourself trying to get it open. It does actually just pop apart, which is much more user friendly, and you can reuse it, of course, store it in there if you want. So inside you have the destruction manual and the gadget itself. So whilst I battle with this cardboard, make a real faff of it. Okay, so we have this unit here. Don't need to fit batteries because it works off the battery that you're testing. You've got some half decent crocks. Instructions are now in the engine bay. You've got some half decent crocks to attach it to the battery. And this is what it looks like. So that's what you get in the box. In the instructions, some summary of bits and pieces on the back. Bits and pieces is a technical term, by the way. So one nice little feature is that they've used these Velcro things instead of a tie wrap, so you can actually reuse it and tidy up your wires after with it. These are great things. Right, so I've got the unit here and I'm connecting the crocks up to this battery. It's just a tiny battery on a Morris Minor. So I've got the ground earth negative lead on there, and when I connect the other one, we'll see what display does. That's done absolutely nothing. Okay, let's try that again. I wasn't making good contact on the battery. So it says 2.55 volts. So I'm going to leave it to charge for a while and see if that changes. That'll be interesting. Right, so I've put the battery on charge and we're charging at about 10 amps, so yeah, it does need a charge. So we'll leave that and see how it goes. Okay, so the battery's been on charge for a while. It's still showing 5 amp charging, but I've taken it off to see what the reading is on the battery now. So if I connect the battery back up, I do seem to get this check connecting message that comes up a lot, which is quite annoying. Sometimes when you connect it, I've taken that off, put it back on. I think it's saying check connecting when it's not getting a good voltage through. So now I'm showing 13.1. It's still sitting in the middle there. I don't think the position changes. I don't know what the good charge and bad bits there are doing, because I've gone through the manual but it doesn't say anything about it, so maybe that'll become clear later. Right, so battery's in a half decent charge status, so we can try the first test. Right, press the M button to get into the main menu. on the main menu it says we have 3 different tests we can run: battery, cranking and charging. So we're going to go the enter key to go into battery test, and then you can select what type of battery it is. This is just a very ordinary bog standard regular battery, and we've got a chance now to enter the CCA cold cranking amps. I wonder if that's right. So if we look on the battery, we should be able to find it here. So 500 CCA. So we need to set this up so it's correct. So we enter to choose that, then we can go up using the up button to set the correct one to 600. Enter. It's now testing. Right. Hang on. Let's try and get this so you can actually see it. Because I'm trying to get it focused and without lots of reflections isn't easy. Okay, so we've got 70% health, 502 cranking, charge is 100%, it reckons 13.03 volts, internal resistance is 5.97 milliohms. Milliohms? Maybe that's megohms, it's only a little m. And reckons it's a good battery. Well, battery's probably a year old maybe, so it should be good, although it has not had in the sort of usage that you'd normally like to give a battery. But sounds probably about right for what this battery is at the moment. Now we could try, I can exit that. And we could try the cranking test, maybe. Right, I'm going to give this a try, but I don't know if the car's going to start. So cranking test number 2. Enter. It says start engine and you've got 30 seconds to do it. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Right, it says press enter if it succeeded, exit if it failed. Well, we did. Right, and it says voltage went down to 12.79 and it's good. Now, let's go back to the main menu, do a charging test, which would be interesting. Hang on, I'm just going to drop the choke down a bit. Unit's really designed for an alternator, and it's a dynamo on this car, so it'll probably throw up some weird answers, but let's give it a try anyway. So, charging test, enter, start engine, press enter to continue. Nice little ripple test there. Increase RPM to 2.5k, keep it there for 5 seconds, press enter to continue. I don't know if you do that before or after. Charging normal. Okay, so I guess, yeah, you still need the same kind of voltage to charge the battery, so wherever it comes from is fine. Okay, thought to see how it compares to an old battery. So this is actually the one that got replaced by the one we've just been testing. This is just sitting in the Saab at the moment as a temporary battery. So we're going to connect it up. It's been charging for a little bit, but not very long. So it's only got 12 volts on it. But let's try, see what it does. Battery test. Enter. Right, regular flooded. Yep. Okay, so it doesn't have visible on it. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah. Down there is 340 CCA. Oh, excellent battery. So 340, that's way down on the 600. Nearly there. Enter. Power too low. Whether to continue testing. Yeah, well, why not? Testing, testing, testing. Right, health. 1%. 36 CCA. 83 for the resistance. 11.95. Retest after charging, it says. So yeah, it needs a proper charge, but not it. I guess it shows that this will show you that things are wrong, and it will indicate if they're wrong because it's not properly charged. Okay, so the battery has been charged a lot more, but it still showed quite high current on the charge, so we're just going to connect it back up and see what this little unit says about it. Get it connected. Right. 12.81. Doesn't say low. So, menu. Enter the battery test. Enter. Right, and I've got to drop that down to 340 or something, wasn't it? 350. So 340, I think it was. Ding 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 ding. Enter. Whoops. Enter. Testing, testing, testing. Health has gone up from 1% to 9%. Charge is at 100%, so it is charged. And it's showing a CCA of 102, so less than a third of what it should have. And it says replace. Well, we did replace it, so that's good. beauty. Okay, so as a further test of this battery tester, I know that the alternator doesn't work on this vehicle, and it's connected up, engine is running, and it's only showing 11 volts, which is not enough to charge it. It's not even the proper value for a battery. So we're going to run the charging test. Start the engine, so press enter. We'll just move off and do that. I'm not quite sure if you're meant to be revving it when you press the enter. Right. Unloaded, loaded, 11 volts. Good ripple, no output. So this reckons that the alternator is broken. I reckon the alternator is broken anyway. So it's shown me what I expect, which is great, really. Good little unit. Quite impressed with this little thing. It's definitely giving very believable results on a very old naked battery on a car running that's